would be my fairy godparent? I say it has to be Wanda.
I'm on the mission, the powers and call me away. I'm on the time to carry the colors again. My motivation and no house won't defend. To win the honor of coming back home again. No explanation will matter after we begin. I'm not the dark destroyer that's buried within. My true vocation and now my unfortunate friend. You will discover while you're unable to win. I'll have you know that I've become.
What is up, guys? It's me, Casey. I review kids' films and kids' shows. And today marks the first of my March of the Book Harmon shows. Now, what I mean is, I'm going to review many different of the Book Harmon TV shows that aired on Nickelodeon. And because, well, way back when in the early 2000s, Butch Harmon struck a deal with Disney of making television shows. And one of the shows is the very first one we're going to talk about today, The Fairly Odd Parents. Okay, I'll start off by saying that I am not going to talk about the controversy of Butch Harmon's leaving Nickelodeon. I don't know what the reason it is, but he has reasons. And also retiring from animation, as I believe. But anyways, I'm just here to talk about his shows, and that's pretty much it. If you want to check out our channel, link in the description below. Now let's go on. Released in March of 2001, and The Fairly Odd Parents is an animated show that features our titular Timmy Turner, who has a miserable childhood life, but then it all changes when he met Cosmo and Wanda, who make his life a little more interesting, and oddly enough dangerous at the same time, as he goes these magical misadventures that involves, well, a particular formula of the show. Like, pretty much every single episode has Timmy Turner's wishes backfiring on him and him learning some sort of lesson or something like that. That's pretty much a summary of the show. Now this stars our titular Timmy Turner, a kid who no one understands, and whose mom and dad and babysitter Vicky always giving him commands. But that all changes where he met his Fairly Odd Parents, Cosmo and Wanda. And now I like Timmy. He's a nice kid, but sometimes he gets in trouble, and sometimes we keep learning the same lesson over and over again. Like never ever being true to himself or never taking his Fairly Odd Parents for granted. And I forgot to mention that he is voiced by the legendary goddess of voice actors, Tara Strong. I am not worthy. I am not worthy. Sorry, I'm just a big fan of Tara Strong's work. Hail to you, Tara Strong! Hail, Tara Strong! Can I get overhyped there? My apologies. Cosmo and Wanda themselves, they're pretty interesting characters. Well, okay, I like Wanda better than Cosmo. Yeah, she may be dull and boring and keep nagging a lot, but hey, she has Timmy's well-being at stake, because, well, she probably knows the wishes are gonna backfire and Timmy should learn his lesson. As for Cosmo, well, he's just a typical moron. But I like one. Well, okay, sometimes not. He just, in fact, he's the sole reason that Timmy keeps making these bad wishes. I mean, gives them lousy advice. And then, yeah, the wishes normally backfire, and I know it's because of Timmy or Cosmo, or usually both. But, yeah. Kind of a good thing that he does, because, well, his life kind of sucks, having to deal with a bully at school who's frictionally large for an elementary schooler. And an evil babysitter who tortures him every single chance he gets, and his parents too blind and stupid to realize that she's an evil babysitter. I think I would have seen it, and I would have fired her. I also sent her to jail. And lastly, Mr. Crocker, who believes that fairies exist. Now, I like Mr. Crocker. He's a great villain of the show. And I especially like when he goes, "Fairly Odd Parents!" to everyone. And whenever he mentioned the word. And, well, he's also a fairy hunter who wants to prove fairies do exist. And there's also Timmy's quote-unquote friends, Chester and AJ. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure Chester and AJ are good friends, but most of the time, they sort of abandon Timmy at every single chance they get. Like, I remember this one cartoon where Chester and AJ went to the library with Timmy, to finish some sort of school report. But rather than helping him with his issue, they decided to rub it in his face while anything go to the music park without him. Yeah, really great friendship, you guys. Well, at least Timmy's parents are really great people. Oh wait, they ain't. Because, well, in my opinion, they're horrible parents. Now, I don't mean they abuse Timmy every single chance they got. They're not that bad of parents. They still love Timmy, but most of the time, they keep lying to Timmy's face every single chance they got. And whether they're still saying they're going on a beach, or rather a business trip, until they could leave Timmy alone with Vicky. So, yeah. Now, these parents are horrible. I mean, parents never lie to their kids, and well, these two are liars. No wonder Timmy needs Fairly Odd Parents. Well, odd or not. At least they're parents! Heck, dare I say Cosmo and Wanda are better parents to Timmy than they are? Yeah, I said it. So yeah, sometimes the characters can be a little selfish. Well, a lot selfish, actually. But there's others that I do generally enjoy, like Jorgen von Strangle. He enforces the rules of the Fairly Godparents. And then sometimes he comes into conflict with Timmy and the others. And yeah, Jorgen, I like Jorgen. And he's big, muscularly, and of course he tries to enforce the rules. And well, how much he likes to, he also likes to inflict pain. Yeah, and he likes flexing his muscles. And talking like this, it's Timmy Turner. Yeah, this show can be really funny. And well, time to address the elephant in the room. Really, Gandalf? Again?
Give me, KC. A joke's a joke.
The inclusion of the 3 new characters, Poof, Cosmo Wanda's son, and Sparky, Timmy's new dog, Fairy Dog, I think, and Timmy's neighbor, Carol, I think her name is Carol. All 3 of them were new characters in the show, and a lot of the fan base didn't like them. Personally, I think Poof is cute, Sparky's a nice character, and Carol, I think I stopped working on the show at that point, because, well, she wasn't needed. Like, what was the point of her? To be Timmy's new love interest? I don't think so, and she's also a bit of a Mary Sue, which means a flawless character that no one can relate to. Yeah. And a little fun fact about the show, it lasted about 10 seasons, had like countless specials. Like, I literally lost count of how many specials they had. Were they qualified as movies also? I don't know. What I do know is that, well, it's Fairly Odd Parents kind of overstood its welcome, kind of like SpongeBob, and that show's still going on to this day. And it has 13 seasons under its belt. Well, now it's 13. And it's even getting a spin-off. Yeah, crazy. Now, personally, I still like Fairly Odd Parents in spite of its many flaws. And, well, it deserves an overall rating of 6 out of 10. It's definitely above average. Well, that's all for today, guys, and see you all next time.
Farewell, friends. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and DeviantArt.